For thousands of years, every generation has been told the same thing. Study hard, learn valuable skills, get a good job, work for 40 years, retire. That formula built modern civilization. It created the middle class. It built families, businesses, and entire economies. But what if that formula is about to break? Not because people stopped working, not because companies disappeared, but because machines became better workers than humans. For the first time in history, we're entering an era where intelligence itself can be automated. Not just physical labor, not just repetitive factory jobs, but thinking, writing, programming, designing, analyzing, even making decisions. And if that continues at its current pace, the last generation expected to spend most of their lives working may have already been born. That sounds unbelievable, but so did cell phones 20 years ago. So did self-driving cars. So did AI writing computer code. Yet here we are. Artificial intelligence isn't replacing every job today, but it's already replacing parts of almost every job. A graphic designer now uses AI to create concepts in seconds. A lawyer uses AI to summarize hundreds of legal documents in minutes. A programmer asks AI to write thousands of lines of code. Doctors use AI to detect diseases earlier. Architects generate building designs instantly. Teachers create lesson plans with AI assistants. Businesses answer customer questions using AI instead of hiring more staff. The important point isn't that AI does everything. It's that one person equipped with AI can now do the work that once required several people. Imagine a small marketing company that once needed 10 employees. Today, one skilled employee using AI tools can write advertising copy, create graphics, edit videos, analyze customer data, translate content, schedule campaigns, and even answer customer emails. The company still grows, the work still gets done, but fewer people are needed. Multiply that across thousands of industries, and the implications become enormous. This isn't just about losing jobs, it's about reducing the demand for human labor itself. Throughout history, technology replaced certain kinds of work. The tractor replaced much of farm labor. Factories replaced many craftsmen. Computers replaced typewriters and filing cabinets. But each revolution created new industries, new careers, new opportunities. Many economists believe AI will do the same, and they may be right. But there's one important difference. Previous machines replaced muscles. AI replaces intelligence. That's a much broader category. Almost every profession depends on thinking. If machines begin thinking faster, cheaper, and around the clock, the economy starts to change in ways we've never experienced before. Take customer service. Companies once hired thousands of representatives. Today, AI assistants answer millions of questions every day. They're available 24 hours a day. They never get tired, they never ask for vacations, and every conversation makes them better. Now consider software development. Just a few years ago, writing code required teams of experienced programmers. Today, AI can generate working software in minutes. Experienced developers become dramatically more productive, but companies may need fewer junior developers than before. That's already changing how new programmers enter the industry. The same pattern is appearing elsewhere: accounting, translation, journalism, animation, video editing, research, finance, human resources, even medicine. None of these professions disappear overnight. Instead, AI quietly takes over one task, then another, then another. Eventually, one worker produces the output that once required 5. Businesses naturally choose efficiency, not because they're cruel, but because competition demands it. If one company automates using AI, its competitors must adapt or risk falling behind. This creates a chain reaction. One business automates, another follows. Soon, the entire industry changes. Consumers benefit from lower prices, businesses become more productive, but workers face something entirely new: competition, not just from other people, but from machines that improve every single day. The speed of change is what surprises experts. Electricity took decades to spread around the world. The internet took years before becoming part of everyday life. Artificial intelligence reached hundreds of millions of users in an incredibly short time. Every month, the systems become more capable. Better reasoning, better language, better images, better video, better coding, better scientific research. The progress isn't slowing. If anything, it's accelerating. Some researchers believe we're only seeing the beginning. They compare today's AI to the internet in the early 1990s. Powerful, but primitive compared to what comes next. If that's true, the biggest changes haven't happened yet. They're still ahead of us. And that's exactly why some experts believe today's children may enter a workforce unlike anything their parents experienced. If machines can eventually perform most forms of work, what happens to the people? It's one of the biggest questions of the AI age, because work has never been only about earning money. For many people, work provides purpose, identity, routine, friendships, a sense of contribution. Now, imagine a future where millions of jobs disappear faster than new ones are created. Not because people failed, but because software became faster, cheaper, and more capable. Some economists believe this could lead to the greatest productivity boom in human history. Businesses could produce more with fewer resources. Medical discoveries could happen faster. Scientific breakthroughs could accelerate. Food could become cheaper to produce. Energy systems could become more efficient. Humanity could become wealthier than ever before. But there's another side to that future. If machines create most of the wealth, who owns the machines? Because ownership matters. If AI dramatically increases productivity, the companies that build and control these systems may generate unimaginable profits. Meanwhile, workers who once exchanged their time for income may find fewer opportunities available. This could create one of the largest wealth gaps history has ever seen. Not between countries, but between those who own intelligent machines and those who don't. That's why some governments and economists have started discussing ideas that once sounded impossible. One of them is universal basic income. The idea is simple. If AI performs a large percentage of society's work, perhaps every citizen receives a guaranteed income regardless of employment. Supporters argue that this could provide financial security in an AI-driven economy. Critics worry it could discourage productivity or prove too expensive to sustain. No one knows which side is right, because no civilization has ever experienced a technological transformation quite like this one. Then there's another possibility. Instead of replacing humans completely, AI may transform what humans actually do. History suggests that every major technological revolution created jobs that nobody could previously imagine. 100 years ago, there were no software engineers, no cybersecurity experts, no app developers, no drone pilots, no social media managers, no AI prompt engineers. Entire industries appeared because technology created new needs. The same could happen again. The jobs of tomorrow may sound strange to us today. People may supervise fleets of AI systems, design virtual worlds, train specialized AI models, manage intelligent robots, or work in industries that haven't even been invented yet. But even if new careers appear, they may require far fewer people than today's industries. That's the difference. AI doesn't simply help humans work, it continuously improves itself. Every year, it becomes faster, smarter, more affordable, more capable, and businesses have a strong incentive to adopt those improvements. Imagine running two companies. One embraces AI, the other refuses. The first company produces products faster, responds to customers instantly, cuts operating costs, improves quality, expands quickly. The second company struggles to compete. The outcome becomes almost inevitable. This is why AI adoption isn't just a technological choice, it's becoming an economic necessity, and that's exactly why the pace of change may accelerate. Companies don't adopt AI because it's exciting, they adopt it because survival demands it. Now imagine this process continuing for the next 10 years, or 20, or 30. By then, AI may not simply assist human workers, it could become the primary workforce behind much of the global economy. Factories filled with autonomous robots, logistics managed almost entirely by intelligent systems, financial markets analyzed in real time, scientific discoveries generated by AI researchers, entire movies created with minimal human involvement, businesses operating around the clock with almost no traditional employees. That future may sound like science fiction, but many of the technologies required already exist. They're simply improving at extraordinary speed. And then comes the biggest question of all. What happens if AI reaches artificial general intelligence? An intelligence capable of learning almost any intellectual task a human can perform. If that happens, the definition of work itself may change forever. For thousands of years, human intelligence has been our greatest economic advantage. It allowed us to build civilizations, invent technologies, create art, explore space, solve impossible problems. But if intelligence becomes abundant, just like electricity, society may reorganize itself around something entirely different. Perhaps creativity becomes more valuable. Perhaps human relationships become the most important skill. Perhaps authenticity becomes a luxury. Or perhaps entirely new forms of work emerge that we cannot yet imagine. No one knows, and that's exactly what makes this moment so historic. We are living through one of the greatest technological transitions humanity has ever experienced. Future generations may study this period the way we study the Industrial Revolution, the moment everything began to change, slowly at first, then all at once. The question isn't whether AI will transform the world. It already is. The real question is whether humanity can adapt quickly enough. Will education evolve? Will governments prepare? Will businesses share the benefits? Will ordinary people have time to reinvent themselves? Or will millions be left behind as technology races ahead? History has shown that every revolution creates both winners and losers. Artificial intelligence may become the biggest revolution of them all. If that's true, the most valuable skill in the future may not be learning one profession for life. It may be learning how to adapt again and again and again. Because the future won't belong to the strongest or even the smartest. It will belong to those who can continue learning while the world continues changing. Perhaps the last generation expected to spend 40 years doing the same job has already been born. Perhaps your children will work in ways we can't yet imagine. Or perhaps the very idea of work will become history books remember. Whatever happens, one thing is certain. Artificial intelligence is no longer changing tomorrow, it's changing today. And the choices we make now will determine whether AI becomes humanity's greatest opportunity or its greatest challenge. If you enjoyed this documentary, subscribe to AI Wealth Academy for more cinematic documentaries exploring the future of artificial intelligence and how it will shape our world. Do you believe AI will create more jobs than it destroys? Or are we witnessing the beginning of the biggest employment shift in history? Share your thoughts in the comments below. And if this documentary made you think differently about the future, share it with someone who needs to see what may be coming next.
The future is not just automated, it is completely and utterly alive. Do not miss what comes next. Subscribe and join the evolution.